Welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John McCarthy, and I am packing all the golf lessons. So I invite you to use these lessons to get you swinging that club like a pro and getting that little white ball around the course as best you can. Let's crack into it. Press and hold the swing input button to start your power meter's cursor on its way. Release the button when your cursor is within that white circular band to swing with your intended power. There's a certain amount of forgiveness in each Good job on that one. After setting your power, that swing plane meter is going to start moving counterclockwise. Press the swing input button to stop the swing plane meter at the very top of that circle. That's going to give you a perfect swing plane. If you stop the swing plane meter too early, you'll push your shot, and that's going to send the ball offline in the direction your golfer is facing. If you stop the swing plane meter too late, you'll pull the shot, and that's going to send the ball in the opposite direction your golfer is facing. As you stray further and further from perfect, your shot's going to go further and further offline. So be very careful. Good job. That's what we're looking for. After you set your swing plane, the timing meter will take over and keep moving counterclockwise. Press the swing input button one more time at the very bottom of the circle to achieve perfect swing timing. Stopping the timing meter too early is going to result in a hook, which will curl your shot in the opposite direction your golfer is facing. Stopping that timing meter too late will cause a slice, and that's going to curve your shot offline in the direction your golfer is facing. The further from perfect you stray on that timing meter, the more... Nice work. Congratulations, you got the basics down pat. In this lesson, we're going to talk about one of the most important skills you can have at your disposal, and that is putting. Press and hold the swing input button to start the power meter. Release the button when the cursor is within that white band, and that will set your intended putt weight or putt power. Once your putt weight is set, the putt path meter will begin. Press the swing input button when you get... That's what we're looking for. Your putt weight is how hard you hit the ball. To change the weight of your putt, you can move the aim marker with the aim stick. Well, you've got that one down. Those moving dots on the grid are telling us that your putt's going to break a little bit to the right, so you will have to aim to the left to compensate. Use the aim stick to make adjustments before putting so that you can drop this one in the hole. Give it a go. Not quite. Let's reset. Try again. Not quite. Let's try that again. All right, that didn't pan out. Let's give it another go. Well done on that lesson. And with that, hello and welcome to this lesson on clubs and shot types. We're going to dig through that golf bag a little bit, and I'll tell you a few simple tricks you can use to navigate some of the situations you find yourself in on the course. Okay, so for this shot, you're hitting into the wind. This means you are going to have to club up, or in other words, use a longer club. So let's press the change club button until you get to the pitching wedge, then just pop this shot onto the green. That was well done. Now it's only a matter of time before you find yourself in a situation where the normal shot type is just not going to do. Now to get on the green from here, you are going to need a chip shot. So let's press the change shot type button until you get to the chip shot, and then chip that ball nice and close to the pin with your next stroke. Not quite. Let's reset and try again. I don't think you got that quite. Let's best to try that again. Well, you've got the hang of this one. Information about the current lie of your ball is available always in the top right corner of the screen. This will give you a range of how much spin and power your shot will retain, and then you can use that info to adjust your shot accordingly. For this particular situation, let's change our club to the sand wedge and then change our shot type to a splash shot, which is a great shot for getting out of these greenside bunkers. After that, give that swing a go. See if you can stick it close. How about we try that again? Well, no need to linger on this lesson. And now that you know... Hello there and welcome to the lesson on advanced shots. In this lesson, we're going to learn about techniques you're going to want to master if you want to compete with the pros. In this situation, we are going to need to take a partial swing. If you chip this with full power, it's going to blow right by the hole. So, we are going to have to move our aim marker closer to us to compensate. Move the aim marker a little bit closer to you. See if you can get about a 75% power chip. And then hold down that swing input button until your cursor is in that white circular zone on your meter. Great work. Looks like you've got the hang of that. You're going to come across situations like this one where you want to adjust the spin and loft of your shot. In this case, we want to land our shot on the green softly without a whole lot of roll. And for that, we need to add some backspin. Hold down the true shot button and move your aim stick down to increase your loft and backspin. And then have a go at this pin and see if you can land it nice and soft and close. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that one again. Let's just go ahead and give that another try. We'll chalk that one up as a success. Applying a fade or draw to your golf shot is a great tool to have at your disposal. By holding down the true shot button and moving the aim stick to the left, you can apply a fade. By moving the aim stick right, you can apply a draw to the ball flight. To complete this lesson, apply a fade to your next shot and watch that ball curl gently back into the middle of the driving range. Well, that didn't quite pan out. Let's give that another go. That didn't quite pan out. I guess we'll try again. All right, that didn't pan out. Let's try that again. That's the stuff. Okay, this is where we part ways, and all that's left for you is to choose a difficulty level, and then you can go ahead and customize your golfer in the My Player menu if you feel like it. If not, all good as well. We'll see you out there on the links real soon.
2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
I'm looking forward to today, that's for sure. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, this is straight back into the breeze. Going to be
the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. And here we are with the third shot.
Pretty good wind back into the player's face.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Putting for bogey. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Not what they're looking for. A little nervy out there so far.
He's currently tied for 6th. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3, with whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score on this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Second shot on the second. Going with the 6-iron here. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Setting up in some very deep rough. Now this one's from downtown.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Appears to have overcooked this one. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. It was on a good line. This next putt is for bogey. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Currently at 2 over par. Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Going with the hybrid.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
He's currently in a share of 6th. The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 4th.
Nicely done.
Make this, and you'll move into a tie for 3rd place. Beautiful shot. I will take that also into the top 5 now. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
They have put some hurt on that ball. Send it. Playing from around 150 yards here.
Downwind on this shot.
Going with the 8-iron here.
They've decided to club up.
And he's hit that inside the range. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Ooh, right by the hole. That'll sting a bit. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. This looks good. Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. You've arrived at a par 4. Step up to the tee and own it.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4. That's really not what they were looking for.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Yes, hold it. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Great feel, great judge, great speed. Yeah, I like this.
And with that now, back to level par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in 2. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Where did that come from? That's not his style. Henny, how's that ball lying?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
Oh, that was pure. Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
That got a little out of control, I think.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
This would be a great up and down. This putt for par here. Oh, just missed. Bogey putt coming up here.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Wow, what happened there?
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Second shot here on the 8th. Oh, that almost went in. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Sitting at 1 over, currently tied for top spot. It's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
This one's tracking.
Looks like they just forgot to hit it, Rich.
Downhill putt, and sometimes you think it's going to run out more than it does. Just couldn't quite figure it out this time.
And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
This one should find the rough. And he's down there.
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Yep, this is lovely.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This putt is from 14 feet.
Little birdie looking here.
Looking really good, this one. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Oh my. Well, that shot took some serious skill. A par putt on the table. And well hold. Let's move on. Time to take a look at what this par 4 might be in order.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Sitting at +1, currently tied for first place. Ah, that's a touch of class.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He's currently tied for first. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern